Billie Eilish can't stop crying after Nat Wolff's shocking decision to end their relationship. The room was silent, too silent. For Billie Eilish, silence had never felt this loud before. Just hours earlier, everything had seemed normal, at least on the surface. There were smiles, soft laughter, and the kind of quiet connection that only two people deeply invested in each other could understand. But beneath that calm exterior, something had shifted. And Billie felt it. Cloud with rain the moment everything changed. It happened late in the evening. The city lights flickered outside her window, casting soft shadows across the room. Billie sat curled up on the couch, her oversized hoodie swallowing her frame, scrolling absent-mindedly through her phone. Her mind wasn't really there, it hadn't been all day. Then came the message. Not just any message. From Nat Wolff. At first, she smiled. She always did when his name popped up. But something about the tone, even before she opened it, made her heart tighten. She tapped the screen. And everything stopped. Broken heart, we need to talk. Those 4 words. Simple. Cold. Final. Billie's breath caught instantly. Her fingers trembled as she read the rest, each sentence hitting harder than the last. Nat explained that he had been struggling, that things didn't feel the same anymore, that he needed space, that he thought it was best if they went their separate ways. No anger. No shouting. Just quiet, painful honesty. Crying face Billie breaks down. At first, she didn't cry. She just stared. Blank. Frozen. As if her mind refused to process what her heart already understood. But then. It hit. Hard. The phone slipped from her hand as tears flooded her eyes. She covered her face, her shoulders shaking uncontrollably as the weight of the moment crushed her. Why, she whispered, her voice barely audible. The pain wasn't just about losing him. It was about everything they had built, every late-night conversation, every shared dream, every moment that felt real. Gone. Just like that. Candle memories that hurt. As the night went on, Billie couldn't escape the memories. The way Nat used to make her laugh when she didn't want to smile. The way he understood her without needing explanations. The quiet moments, the ones no one else ever saw, that meant everything. Now those memories felt like echoes. Beautiful. But painful. Mobile phone the silence that followed. Billie kept checking her phone. Over and over. Hoping for another message. A correction. I didn't mean it. But nothing came. Just silence. And that silence was louder than any argument could have ever been. Cloud with rain alone with the pain. Hours passed. The room grew darker. And Billie sat there, still crying. Not the kind of crying that fades quickly. The kind that lingers. The kind that comes in waves, each one stronger than the last. Her thoughts spiraled. Was it something I did? Did I miss the signs? Could I have fixed it? Questions with no answers. Speech balloon a love that felt real. What made it harder, was that it felt real. There had been no dramatic fights. No obvious breaking point. Just a quiet shift that slowly turned into a goodbye. And sometimes, that's the hardest kind of ending to accept. Of the beginning of healing. As dawn approached, Billie's tears began to slow. Not because the pain was gone. But because she was exhausted. Emotionally drained. Empty. She looked out the window as the first light of morning crept in. A new day. But it didn't feel like one. Not yet. Broken heart final thought. Love doesn't always end with closure. Sometimes it ends with unanswered questions, silent goodbyes, and tears that won't stop falling. For Billie, this was one of those moments. And while the world might only see the headlines, behind them was a real storm of emotions. One she would have to face, one day at a time. Here's a very long, high-emotion scripted narration you can use for your YouTube video, perfect for your dramatic storytelling style. Clapperboard: Billie Eilish can't stop crying after Nat Wolff ends relationship. Broken heart. Intro: slow, dramatic music fades in. What started as one of the most unexpected yet captivating connections in Hollywood has now turned into one of the most heartbreaking stories fans didn't see coming. Because tonight, everything changed. And at the center of it all, Billie Eilish. Completely shattered. Scene 1, the perfect illusion. For months, fans couldn't stop talking about Billie and Nat Wolff. Their chemistry. Undeniable. Their moments together. Soft, genuine, almost too perfect to be real. They weren't the loud, flashy couple constantly posting online. No, they were different. Quiet glances. Subtle smiles. Moments that felt real. And that's exactly why fans believed this wasn't just another Hollywood romance. This was something deeper. Scene 2, the shift no one noticed. But behind the scenes, things weren't as perfect as they seemed. It started small. Missed calls. Shorter conversations. That feeling, when someone you love is there, but not really there anymore. Billie felt it. She didn't say anything at first. Because when you love someone, you try to hold on. Even when everything inside you is telling you something's wrong. Scene 3, the night everything broke. Then came the moment. The conversation that changed everything. No cameras. No fans. Just Billie and Nat. And words she never expected to hear. "I think, we need to end this." Just like that. No warning. No build-up. Just, over. Scene 4, Billie breaks down. At first, silence. Because sometimes, the pain hits so deep. You can't even react. But then, it all came crashing down. The tears. The disbelief. The questions racing through her mind. Why? What did I do? Was any of it real? Billie Eilish, known for her strength, her raw honesty, her ability to turn pain into art, couldn't hold it together this time. She cried. And not the quiet kind of crying. The kind that takes your breath away. The kind that makes your chest hurt. The kind that feels like losing a part of yourself. Scene 5, Nat sighed. Meanwhile, Nat Wolff stayed calm. Too calm. Which only made it hurt more. He spoke about needing space. About not being ready. About things not aligning anymore. But for Billie,